Hello, everyone. This is Independent Conservative. Thank you all for joining me once again. I hope you guys have had a great weekend. God bless you all for joining me. I just want to get right into it. Apparently, Turning Point USA created an alternative version of halftime and brought in some crazy, crazy numbers. Halftime reference to the Super Bowl. Now, before I even get into this article, let me just explain right up front. I did not watch the Super Bowl. As a matter of fact, I forgot the Super Bowl was even yesterday. I really literally forgot. I'm a busy man. I'm in church. I'm reading. I'm writing. I'm doing things. I have very little time dealing with the Super Bowl. I mean, from what I'm hearing about football right now, I'm hearing that a lot of it is fake anyway. So it's like I don't have a desire to watch it like I used to. Who won, by the way? Who won the Super Bowl? I don't even know. I don't even know who's playing in the Super Bowl, literally. But from what I understand, apparently there was some kind of rapper by the name of Bad Bunny. I'm not here to critique Bad Bunny, good hair, whatever, bad possum, good possum. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not here to critique this person, but from what I understand, this is a rapper that apparently during the Super Bowl was during the halftime Super Bowl show was singing in Spanish. I mean, he was singing it. No one could understand him. There was a lot of complaining about it. Visually, they said it was great, but in terms of being able to understand what was being said, they couldn't. He was speaking a different. He was speaking a different language. So, what was that all about? I have no idea. Turning Point USA created an alternative to that spectacle in the Super Bowl. And I'm going to read some of this, and we're going to get right into my commentary on what I do know, okay, and what I think should be done from this point on. Numbers don't lie. The Turning Point USA All-American Halftime Show kicked off Sunday night and has now been hailed as a massive success, with its strong viewership lauded as, quote, a shot across the bow for the NFL's official broadcast. Viewers' numbers are the key to the success of the Kid Rock hosted Epic. A YouTube live stream of the Turning Point USA halftime show drew about almost 19 million views shortly before 8 a.m. Eastern Time on Monday, about 12 hours after the online broadcast began, Newsweek reports. 20 Point USA spokesperson Andrew Colvett has suggested its numbers could rise up to 50 million overall for the event, which took place during rapper Bad Bunny's politically charged Spanish performance at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Quote, I can tell you that's a shot across the bow. People are paying attention, Colvett told Fox News host Brian Kilman on Sunday evening. And if you give us a year to plan this thing, I'm really excited to see what we can pull off. And then it says, TV ratings analysis Nielsen told Newsweek viewership figures for the official halftime show will be announced Tuesday. By comparison, over 130 million tuned in for Kendrick Lamar's 2025 performance. And I saw some clips of, and I'm going to end the article right there. There's much else to be seen there. I saw some clips of the alternative Turning Point USA alternative to the Super Bowl halftime show. I saw some clips of it, and I saw one particular clip where someone was playing a guitar rendition of the Star Spangled Banner, and kind of like, what was his name, the legendary guitarist, what was his name, Jimi Hendrix. I believe he did a rendition of the Star Spangled Banner back in I think the late 60s, early 70s, something along that line. And it was really, really great. And this individual was doing the same thing. I don't know who his person was. I couldn't see their face. They were showing a close-up of them playing the guitar, but it was really good. I mean, I really liked it. So I've seen clips of it, of the Turning Point's alternative to the Super Bowl halftime, and it was really good. Now, what do I have to say about this? The first things first, I don't understand why the Super Bowl, or the NFL rather, continuously pushes this kind of agenda. I don't understand it. I don't. it baffles my mind. Why would you do that? Why would you put someone up that I don't understand it? Why would you do it? Why would you put someone to do the halftime and let him speak in Spanish? I mean, did the NFL know he was going to do that, or was that something that Bad Bunny decided to do on his own without them knowing about it? I don't know. But you're alienating a vast majority of your audience. And as one person said, it's almost like the NFL saying F everybody else, putting their middle finger up to everybody else, said, we don't care what you people think. We hate America. We hate you. And we're going to have someone sit up here and sing something in a language that a vast majority of you don't even understand. It makes no sense to me. And in my opinion, I hope the NFL completely collapsed. I hope they collapse, because I'm sick and tired of this anti-American mentality. I know where it's coming from, but it bothers me that people are not waking up to what's going on. You're being brainwashed to hate your own country. If you don't like this country, get out, please. Anybody in the NFL, if you don't like America, get the heck out. Go to another country where you don't have to worry about American symbolism or any of that, and see how that works for you. I mean, come on, man. All this hate got to go. But anyway, it baffles my mind that they would do something like this. Like I said, I don't know nothing about no Bad Bunny. I don't know nothing about him. I ain't never hardly ever hear anything about this person. Look, man, I don't keep up with these rappers today. As far as I'm concerned, the ones that I have heard, they get on my nerves. Kendrick, and here's another thing too about the Super Bowl recently, in the halftime show. I get it. You want to mix up some people. You want to mix up the type of people to do the halftime show. I get it. And a lot of it has to do with numbers and ratings. I get it. But I'm going to be real with you, though. I really don't believe a vast majority of Americans want to constantly see rappers doing a halftime show. They're getting sick of the rappers. I'm honest. I'm going to be real with you. I'm pretty sure they are getting sick of these rappers. But a lot of white people who go to the Super Bowl don't want to admit that. They don't want to admit that they're getting sick and tired of the halftime shows being filled with rappers, and gangster rappers at that, or nasty rappers. I call them nasty rappers, the ones that I have heard. They're nasty. The lyrics are nasty. They're satanic and subversive. And it's like the vast majority, I believe, of white people that attend the Super Bowl are sick and tired of it, but they don't want to voice that because, after all, they'll be called racist if they do so. Well, let me tell you this right up front. You are not racist, boo-boo. You're not. I'm sick of this kind of rap music, too. It really is. It's disgusting. It's degrading. And you can't understand half of the stuff these people even say when they rap. What the freak is you saying, man? Can't understand nothing you saying. What are you speaking in some kind of tongues or something? Is this a religious experience that you having? You can feel with the Holy Spirit? Well, maybe not Holy Spirit, a demonic spirit. Is that what it is? What's going on here? Can't understand nothing you're saying, man. Yeah, this kind of stuff, I'm personally sick of it. I'm pretty sure a lot of the people that are white people that are going to these halftime shows and seeing this type of stuff are sick of it, but they don't want to voice it because they don't want to be called racist. But in all reality, a lot of this stuff, I believe, is alienating the bigger audience. Now, going to the Turning Point USA alternative to this Super Bowl, the Super Bowl, the halftime show with Bad Bunny. I'm glad they created an alternative. Now, I don't know if this has ever been done before, but I'm glad that Turning Point USA has created an alternative to the halftime show with Bad Bunny. Because rather than complain about why the NFL keeps doing these brain dead things, create your own. It's as if they're in an indirect way reflecting what a lot of black Americans did prior to the so-called civil rights movement, before the 1960 civil rights movement, when they were being isolated and pushed out of white institutions and told you couldn't do this and you couldn't do that because you were black and color of your skin, and they were clearly being discriminated against because they were black. They didn't boo-hoo and cry and go to the government and say all this kind of stuff. You know what they did? They said, you know what? You left us out. We're going to create our own. We're going to create our own space. We're going to make ourselves happy. We don't need you to make us happy. We can make ourselves happy. And it seems to me that Turning Point USA, in an indirect way, is doing the same thing. Okay, NFL, you want to be exceedingly woke? Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to create our own. We're going to create our own halftime show that appreciates America, loves America. Yes, America's not perfect, but let's be realistic. I don't even need to go down that road. It's greater than any other country. Quit playing games, man, because of the freedoms and privileges we have here. Every American has those freedoms and privileges. So we don't even want to go there. The halftime show that loves America, that loves the people, that loves the Constitution, and loves everything about America. It's not going to sit up here and try to push some political message, okay? Whether you want to call it MAGA or whatever. It is what it is. And I'm glad that they decided, rather than boo-hoo, cry, and complain about what the NFL keeps stupidly doing, they created their own alternative. And I think that's a good idea. Whenever the left does something crazy, we'll give you an opinion about what they're doing, but you know what? Let's create our own. Because the left certainly is not, the radical left rather, and these are liberal concepts. I hate to say that, but it is what it is. The division is there. It is what it is. It's real. The left going to isolate conservatives out of all of this type of stuff. So that's fine. That's fine. Do the isolating. But we're not going to, conservatives are not going to sit around, people that love this country are not going to sit around and cry and complain about the nastiness of the left. We're going to create our own little alternative space and then see how that works for the left. Because people who truly love America is going to start pulling over to what conservatives are doing. And let me say this and sum this up. I was reading some numbers about the amount of viewership that was initiated, the Turning Point, and they said it was like 5 million or something like that. It was really up there. It was bigger than people projected it would be. And the suggestion was that made a great pull on the audience in the Super Bowl. And to be honest with you, I'm glad, because those knuckleheads in the NFL, whoever's creating this woke nonsense and pushing this nonsense and this division, this divisiveness among the people, will open their eyes and see. And another thing too, I was reading somewhere where they still pushing that black national anthem. I mean, it's like, what? Why are you doing that, man? Why are you doing stuff like that? Why? I think a lot of people just tolerate it. Let's go ahead and let's get past this black national anthem and all this other woke stuff, and let's just go ahead and enjoy the game. We'll go ahead and tolerate this stuff, and then let's move on. They want to be there and enjoy the game, but they got no other alternative than to sit up here and listen to this nonsense. So they put up with it. They tolerated it. They endured it. Well, Turning Point USA's alternative super halftime show is a way to tune all that nonsense out. And I'm glad they're doing that. And from this point on, I think conservative groups and people who have a brain that's not in all this foolishness and divisiveness should do the same thing. You want to push us out left? We're going to create our own alternative universe that we're going to live in. How about that? So, hey, let it be what it's going to be. Let it do what it's going to do. You know? And that's what I got to say about it. What do you guys think about the halftime show? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. God bless you all and see you again.